Roger Ailes is fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, we kind of already knew this.
So Roger Ailes was Rupert Murdoch, owns Fox News, created Fox News, and like his whole media empire and Fox in general.
News Corps.
Yeah. But Roger Ailes was the guy who was put in charge of Fox News.
He's the president of Fox, correct. So there's a new profile that was written by Rolling Stone about him that's really super interesting, and I recommend everybody go check it out. It's in the June edition of Rolling Stone. And in it, the reporter essentially depicts Roger Ailes as having overtaken Rupert Murdoch at this point. Rupert Murdoch is afraid of him, and Roger Ailes has gone rogue.
Oh my God.
So, but there's all of these great anecdotes that really, show you how crazy he is. For example, first of all, he believes Al-Qaeda and the gays are trying to assassinate him.
Whoa.
He has a huge security detail.
Wait, can we back up? He thinks that because Al-Qaeda,
it's separate.
They've killed people. Like, I get it.
Mm-hmm. He believes that pro-gay protesters are going to attack him.
Are going to kill him.
And maybe kill him. But he's crazy. And there's a really funny example of this that I'm going to read. Once, after observing a dark-skinned man in what Ailes perceived to be Muslim garb, he put Fox News on lockdown.
Whoa.
What the hell? Ailes shouted. This guy could be bombing me. The suspect terrorist turned out to be a janitor.
Just cleaning up after him.
Roger tore up the whole floor, recalls a source close to Ailes. He has a personal paranoia about people who are Muslim, which is consistent with the ideology of his network.
Holy shit.
But this guy is, and I mean, you had always heard stories about how crazy he was. I mean, he's been on the political scene since he worked for Nixon, Right. But he believes this shit. Mm-hmm. He truly believes this shit. And that's
Rupert Murdoch's just a money machine.
Well, that's what the profile shows, that Rupert Murdoch, and he is now on his third wife, and his third wife is a little bit liberal, and his children are liberal now. And they're trying to get him to change his mind about certain things, and Rupert has softened his position on certain things. Like, he now says global warming is real.
Right.
Which...
How sad is that it has to be a softening of a position? Like,
I know.
All right, I'll listen to science.
But for Rupert Murdoch, that's a big change of heart. But Rupert Murdoch says Roger truly believes this stuff. He's not... Rupert's just a money machine. He's just doing it to make a lot of money. But Roger fully believes the shit. And I don't know what's more dangerous. You know, like the guy who actually believes the shit or the guy who knows it's, Well,
I mean, definitely the guy who believes it, because the guy who's just trying to make money is willing to change his tune when those opinions are discredited, and you know what I mean? It's like I
mean, maybe though,
well, here's a good example.
But it's not like Rupert canceled Fox News.
No, but like so one of the main birthers, who I think just wrote a book like literally called like Where's Your Birth Certificate or something like that, he's now saying that Donald Trump is like part of the conspiracy.
Oh, I saw that.
Because like Trump's backed down, and Trump claimed to read his book and then said he didn't read his book and all this stuff, or wanted a copy of his book. And but that's just a really good example where it's like, no, Trump was doing it for business.
Right.
Trump was doing it because he wanted to be different. He wanted to get attention. He wanted more people to watch his show. He wanted to be considered a presidential candidate. He wanted to court the extreme right. And then once he found out it was bad for business, Trump's trying to now distance himself from all that stuff. Whereas this guy's a hardcore.
Yeah, but in both cases, it's like the damage has been done with what Donald Trump did.
Right.
Like he can't reverse everything that he said and accused President Obama of. It's out there. It's done.
Sure.
And he did it not because he was standing up for any ideological purpose, but because he's an empty shell of a human being who will do anything to make money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he is Rupert Murdoch, whereas this other guy, the hardcore, is Roger Ailes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm just still saying I don't know what's more detrimental. But anyway, I highly recommend that everybody check out the full profile. It's really well written. It's weird and disturbing, and it'll remind you of certain things. Like, for example, W's first cousin was working in the Fox News newsroom when he called the election for W.
Yeah, and then all the other stations.
And nobody thought that was... I mean, certain people thought it was weird, obviously, but if we just kind of accept that Fox is a propaganda machine now,
Yeah.
and that is normal behavior.
Well, and then the fact that we accept it as normal behavior proves that they are a successful propaganda machine.
Exactly. And Ailes, I mean, obviously, as you might imagine, detests Obama. And he actually said that he wants the Obama administration, he wants it to be the Alamo. He really wants to destroy the Obama administration.
Yeah. Well, good luck destroying the Obama administration before the gay assassination squad comes after you.
They're coming for you. You'll see the pink fedoras, but you won't be able to run.